let's look ahead. The fixtures for today, the one that concerns us will be the Super Falcons of Nigeria in action by 9 p.m. They take in Botswana. Botswana picked up the famous win in the first game, and now it looks like a situation where Nigeria are chasing this game. They need to win this to put their campaign back on track, but they would have to do that without the reigning Women's African Football of the Year, as that's sure we understand, has been ruled out of this particular tournament courtesy of injury.
It's sad from a seaside point of view. Everyone knows the best player in the history of this competition, the real history of Africa, is the Nigerian Oshola. Exceptional player, and she's been out because of injury. That nagging knee injury, ligament issue on the knee. Sadly, she won't have her in this competition. But look at it this way. Botswana, great side, debutants in this competition, were able to beat Burundi 4-2 in the first leg. Well positioned. And I was listening to the president of Botswana. He said, there's nothing impossible to do, quoting Nelson Mandela, that the Botswanan side can actually beat the Nigerian side, the Super Falcons. But come on, it's not always going to be easy with such a champion. The Nigerian side is the 9th-time champion. I expect Nigeria, the Super Falcons, to have a meet of the Botswana. There's no way to show that you are back than to beat Botswana, and not just beat Botswana well. I expect the likes of Rashidat, who played from the wing in the first game, to come forward now that Oshola is not going to participate in this game. Come play forward. Atletico Madrid player, exceptional player, and bring in that physicality into the game and change the dynamics of the game for Nigeria.
No, that's exactly the next trajectory for the conversation now. As that's Oshola misses the party, and courtesy of what we saw in the first game, you know, what kind of structural changes we'd like to see from Randy Wardrobe?
Well, surely, I want the midfield to be a bit robust than it was against South Africa. I know South Africans were a difficult side to play against, but it's going to be a bit simple against Botswana. It's not going to be that difficult, but you don't have to take any credit away from the Botswana side. Surely it will be that debutants in this competition.
Yeah, but you know, they picked up 3 points in that shooting sparks of confidence. You know,
against another debutant.
Yeah, and of course, you know, looking at the fact that we lost our last game
against South Africa.
Against South Africa, yes. You know, so the morale might be low in camp, and Botswana will be looking to exploit that psychological blip.
Well, I think these girls have played the biggest of games. They've played in the World Cup. They've played in the Olympic Games. They've played all the big games. They play in Europe. Majority of these players are playing in Spain, US, name it. Big side, even Lithuania, smaller European countries. But in terms of football, you need side with experience, definitely the Nigerian side. I think it will come to fore. They can be facing that level of difficulty, mental stress against a Botswana side. Is a game they have to come out early. One of the advice I would give a team if I were to be the coaches, let's pound on the Botswana side as early as possible. Get early goals, set the precedence, beat them maybe 5-0 thereabout, tell the whole African side, we're still the African champions and we're ready, and tell the South Africans, come on, you had beaten us in the first round. If we meet you again, it's going to be a different ball game.